Okay, now we'll see how to use the ADC, which is there as a model in Multisim. So start with placing the component, the ADC here. Then we're going to make use of the input voltage with the help of a potentiometer. So go to the basic, what you can select, 1K is fine. Then you must select the sources, ground, ground, okay. Yes, you can flip this. This is going to be your input voltage. Set is this to 5 volts. This is your input voltage. This is the simplified model of the DAC of the ADC. This is going to be your reference. Again, the same value as 5, and this is going to be VREF is ground. This SOC start of conversion has to be triggered, so I'm going to give clock over here. So it's going to be a digital clock, it can be. Of 1 kilohertz, let us keep it 1 kilohertz for the time being. Here I am going to place the indicators. Specifically the probes. To check the converted value. And connect it like this. Alright, now let us see whether this works. So this is your MSB, this is your LSB. The pot is at 50%. Let us use a multimeter to find out exactly what is the value. Or you can use a probe directly like this. Set the probe parameters to custom. We are interested in only the DC value. So the DC value is 2.5 volts and I am getting a code corresponding to this. If I go all the way to 5 volts, I am going to get the full code, that is 1111, all of them. We'll settle down to 5 volts. Instead of using the probe, which is a little bit, I'm going to use a conventional meter. So at 5 volts you have all full scale reading over here corresponding to 1111, all 8 bits. Okay, and as I go on decreasing this, as you can see, so you can actually find out the corresponding code, calculate the code over here. For example, if I have 2 volts, so my code is 01. Let us calculate it and see whether it really corresponds to the voltage. So I'm just going for the calculator here. Go into the programmer's calculator because you are interested in converting from binary to decimal and then convert it. Remember, it is 8-bit, full scale is 5 volts, the reference is 5 volts. So the code is 01 01 0 1 1 0 0 1. So whatever is the equivalent is 89. Okay, so going back to, so it will be 89 divided by 256 multiplied by 5. So that is what I am getting, 1.738 volts, corresponding value to 1.75 volts. You can verify this by constructing the circuit. So this is how you can use and test the ADC, which is a built-in component in Multisim. Let me show you a similar thing in Proteus for those who are comfortable with Proteus. Let us go to Proteus demo. Alright, so let us use Proteus to do a similar kind of thing. Go into the parts and find out the modeling primitives. From that you can select ADC 8. Okay, so this is ADC 8 is what we are interested in. Place it over here. Now again I am going to get a pot for varying the input voltage. Use pot HG always, high granularity. I am going to power it with 5 volts. By default this is 5 volts. Don't change this at any time. Then again I am requiring a reference which is the same, 5 volts, and I require a clock. So what I can do is I can use this digital clock over here and hook it up like this. Pole also has to be connected here like this. Then we require this OE is output enable, so it has to be enabled at all the times. So I'll connect it here. Then we require the LEDs to show the output, and of course series resistor. Remember, it should be 330 ohms. Connected like this. Ground. So we require copies of this. So now we can connect this to the output of our ADC. This is D0 is the LSB and so on. Alright, this should be 1 kilohertz. Let us see whether this works. Okay, we have to have a multimeter over here to find out what is the voltage. So let us start with decreasing the voltage to 0, input voltage to 0. So my output code is all 0. Let us try to get a center point, that is adjust the input voltage to 2.5 volts. And except for the MSB, all the bits should be high. That is what we have. So except for the MSB, all the bits are high. Okay, just like what we did in case of multisim demo, let us put this to 1.75 volts and see whether the same kind of code is generated. So remember, now this is the MSB. So let me clear this off, go into the programmers mode. So 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. Sorry, it should be binary. So do it again. 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. So it is exactly the same value, 89. So I can now, well, this is trivial. 89 by 256 multiplied by 5 should give me the same value. So you can see here I'm getting 1.738 volts as the input is 1.75 volts. Alright, so this is how your ADC can be simulated using Proteus as well. Alright, fine. So just like what we have seen in case of the DAC, we have this ADC 0808. Okay, now here what I am doing is, since it is having 8 channels, I am using only the channel number 0. Corresponding to channel number 0, the address is 000. We have all the things over here. The clock has been provided. End of conversion, this is important. End of conversion, start of conversion, end of conversion have to be shorted. Okay, and see, this is the simulation of ADC 0808. Again, you can verify what is the code over here, corresponding to 2.5 volts. So the only thing difference is that here we have the MSB here. Okay, just the way of connection. Alright, so essentially you can use ADC 0808 for your applications like this. Alright, I think we have already seen the DAC in Proteus, so I think this completes the entire session in details of both DAC as well as ADC with the necessary simulations. Why I am showing you, encouraging you to use Proteus is because when you will start using microcontrollers and microprocessors in the next semester, probably you would be required to use this Proteus quite often, because this is the only software which gives you a mixed co-simulation kind of facility. It simply means that I can have a microcontroller along in this particular circuit, point the firmware, that is the hex file, to its location, and then it can co-simulate with along with the other peripherals. So make it a practice in your, whenever you get time now, make it a practice to start using Proteus. This is very, very essential. But for the time being, those who are finding trouble installing Proteus and all that, you can still continue with Multisim. So with that we finish the remaining part of the syllabus. It has already been given to you, but I thought it necessary to elaborate a little bit. Okay, thank you.